Hello, this is Walter Smith on BlueMoonRisingTV, back for another week of Walter's Glass Half Full. Now, if you've missed City and are looking forward to the next game, give it a like below. Oh, without further ado, let's have a look at some of those comments. Man City for life. I like that name. I only hate international break that much more now. I feel where you're coming from, pal. With Aguero, Silva and Kolarov out all injured, it's not been a kind international break for Manchester City this week. Now, I only watch international football, well, when I'm pretty bored. But City have top elite players from all over the globe. I'd rather watch Aguero, who is a passionate Argentinian, than watching Bob Taylor like in the old days. Now there was a player that never got injured during international. You know why? Well, he wasn't good enough. We've lost Yaya to African Cup of Nations more times than I'd like to remember. Company, well, he seems to get hurt every time he plays for Belgium. Aguero, no, I'm no medical expert, but he should never have flown all the way over to South America. But these players, well, they're passionate about City, but let's get it right, folks, they're also passionate about playing for their country. Now, I feel if City was to actually clamp down on all these players playing for their international country, well, they might choose another club to play for that would actually allow them. And let's get it right, they can change club, but they can't change country. Well, unless your name's Diego Costa. Unfortunately, we can't have it both ways, where we want to be a top league and have, 11 local lads playing. Best of luck to any Blues that have actually still got to play, and get yourself back to Manchester, safe and sound, and let's go for 3 points against Bournemouth. Well, this week's Tool of the Week has got to go to Christopher Young, the Manchester United fan. Now, this was regarding the injury to Sergio Aguero. Finally, a news post on BlueMoonRisingTV that I can like. What an absolute tool. Recently, when Manchester United player Luke Shaw got injured, I was reading all over social media, things like Twitter and Facebook, and Blues actually wished him a speedy recovery, as I did. Blue Moon Rising TV official Twitter, well, it said as much. For this fool to actually come on to a Manchester City channel and make comments like this, pal, it just makes you look like a complete buffoon. When Manchester United actually come to the Etihad next, I hope United bring their strongest starting 11. Why? So we can spank them. Well, again. The last 8 times that City have played Manchester United in the Premier League, City have actually won 6 times. And for you to be coming on here and spouting off such nonsense kind of reminds me of the kid who used to be left behind when the football teams were getting picked and would only get picked for pity. You remind me of the type of kid who started supporting Manchester United, well, because you had nothing else going in your life and you thought, well, they're good, aren't they? To try and etch out a modicum of self-respect amongst your peers. Well, pal, it's not worked, has it? It's still quite clear, Christopher Young, that, well, you're a muppet, number one. And if I was a Manchester United fan, I would be embarrassed about people like you writing stuff like that. We all like to see the best quality players playing the Premiership week in and week out. Well, that's how I certainly feel, and most football fans. On a lighter note, Yusuf Mesmer. I've got to say this with a straight face. Aguero to Paris Saint-Germain. I love these stories in the British press. They always remind me of a lot of journalists having a few beers down the local pub and they get 2 hats. Now, one's got football teams in it and one's got players in it. And they just kind of draw them out and see what they're going to run with. I could just see it now. Oh, Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, Aguero. Let's go with that for a headline. Every year and every transfer window, Aguero's always linked with a move abroad. Now, I don't know about you folks, but the last time I saw Aguero playing, he was in a City shirt and he scored 5 goals. City are improving year on year. And with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Silva filling Aguero's goal gun, he's going to keep shooting and he's going to keep scoring. Recently, Aguero was actually saying that he enjoyed playing in the Premier League for the simple reason being it gets a worldwide audience. Paris Saint-Germain, well, I don't think even the French watch that. This Aguero to Paris Saint-Germain story is almost up there, well, in the funny laughs, with Andy Cole saying that Manchester United should go out and buy Aguero this summer. When did that happen? 2015. Andy, you need to give your head a wobble. So to sum up, do I think Paris Saint-Germain want to actually sign Aguero? Well, who wouldn't? Do I think that Paris Saint-Germain will sign Aguero? Quite a clear word, no. So that about sums up another week of Walter's Glass Half Full. Now, if you've got any comments that you want to leave that you need a bit of positivity injecting into, get tapping. Oh, time for another. Just laughing at Andrew Cole, because I can.